welcome to today's video. We are now talking about the song 1, 2, 3, 4. We are actually on pages 4, and I'm going to go ahead and say we'll go to the end of this song, since a lot of the song after the solo is pretty much the same as before in the beginning of our So the solo is actually quite simple. It simply just imitates or plays what the singer was doing at the very beginning. Let's go ahead and take a look at the right hand part. We're going to start at the third system. Notice there the third system where we start singing, I love you. That part there is where the solo begins. Now keep in mind, this is a modified version of this song according to the needs of my student. However, if you would like to learn it according to the notes, just practice them according as they are written. Okay, here we go. So, the first part is placing the right hand in D position, and then let's go ahead and just play through that solo very quickly. Here we go. And you start by playing a D major chord on beat number 1, and the beat number 2 is when you start playing the single notes. So it's going to be D, F sharp, F, E, D, E, F, F, and then the little grace note on the and of 4. And that's the whole solo right there, just for the right hand. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and clap the rhythm just for a few of these measures on page number 4. So it's going to be 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and that's for the first measure of the last system. You go do the grace notes. So it's going to be and, 1, 1, so it's going to be and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead now and say the counts for this the solo, starting at the second to the last system, and then we go on to the last system. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the reason why I bring up the counts for this last section is it's very easy to mistakenly play the next part of the melody, these F sharps, on beat 1 instead of the end of 4. So make sure that you're playing them on the end of 4, because they are to be played before the next chord. Here we go, once again, starting at D major. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. E, F, 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 E, D, E, F, F, D, E, D, C, A chord. And then and 4 and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1. Okay, now going on to the third system of page number 5, there are 2 options that you can take. The first option is to play as written, which is what the voice will sing, or you can just play an A chord right there instead while you start singing. You make it easy. You make it easy. that if you want to. Now, let's go ahead and add in the left-hand part. Now, the left-hand part, you have the option of either playing chords blocked, or you can continue doing this 1, 3, 5, 3 arpeggio-like rhythm or accompaniment. It's up to you. Let's go ahead and try both ways. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You go back into where the singing is. Now that's just with blocked chords. Let's listen to what it sounds like with the 1, 3, 5, 3 accompaniment. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You go back into your playing for the chords. Okay, and then once from there, we're going to go ahead and just be singing our music. Make it easy. It's easy as 1, 2. There's only you. And now here, actually, there's a little bit of a difference in the accompaniment. When we start singing again, that chorus, instead of doing the usual accompaniment there in the left hand with the rolling chords, we're actually going to play in whole tones like this. 1 thing to do, 3 words for you. I love you. And then we have an accent. There's only one way to do 3 words. That's what I'll do. I love you. Notice how it's so similar. And then we get a little interlude here. I love you. Have the option of either doing those whole tones, I love you, and then resolve it on D major, or you can just keep them silent until you usually do the regular tag at the end. I love you, and it's up to you. Alright, so that's the remainder of our song 1, 2, 3, 4 by this wonderful band. Let me just make sure if I remember who it is. By Tom Higginson. Yeah. All right, and we will see you in next lesson.